my question, you could have, but you didn't.
If I was given the phone number, correct, yes. Just make sure that you're not asking me leading questions as well.
Well, please don't give me advice, if you don't mind. You're testifying that you did not ask them for my telephone number so that you could call me.
I don't recall the exact conversation that this report was generated from now.
So when you say that Mr. Smith has not been able to be questioned, would you call that a true statement?
Yes.
Even though you decided not to pursue the matter?
You're asking me a question based on asking if I had spoke to you in this matter at this time, and I did not.
Well, sir, you go on to say there's no further leads regarding his location in Calaveras County besides his address. Is that correct?
Correct.
So what does that mean exactly? You know where I live. You can get a hold of my telephone number. So what, did you think I was flying around in a Lear jet?
At this time, I was not provided an address, and that's exactly what I stated.
Well, sir, my address would be on the documents connected with the case, wouldn't they?
I would assume they would.
You mentioned that there's a restraining order granted. It would be on that as well, wouldn't it?
Correct.
And you say in your report that you're including that. You had access to that in the report that you sent to the DA's office. Correct?
Correct.
Well, sir, you don't think that the way you wrote that you sent to the DA, no further leads, isn't that just a fancy way of saying we're too busy to do an investigation?
That is my way of saying that I've investigated this as far as I could at the time, and there's no further leads.
Doesn't it seem no further leads regarding his location? It sounds like you're in an international manhunt. It sounds like a dramatic way of saying that you didn't want to leave a note at my gate or telephone me. Would you agree with that?
Not completely, no.
Not completely, okay, but partially. In general, sir, would you say it's best to talk to the accused man before you have him arrested when there are no witnesses to the alleged misdemeanor?
If it's possible, yes.
Mm-hmm. And you're not saying that in this case it was impossible. You're just saying you didn't do it. Is that correct?
Correct. In this report, I did not.
Fortunately,
No, I understand that,
Right.
but if you're suggesting that you're going to waste my time continuously, then at some point I do have to leave today.
Well, sir, I'm not wasting your time. You realize I was arrested and I'm being prosecuted.
I understand
don't you?
that.
Well, do you think I have a legitimate interest to ask you why you wrote all this stuff?
You do, but what Mr. Foley's alleging is what I feel that you're doing, is you're asking me questions that I can't honestly answer because I have no personal knowledge of them. So in my opinion, you're wasting my time.
You have no personal knowledge
Right.
because you didn't conduct a thorough investigation.
You're asking me?
Have you received any instruction or training with regard to writing incident reports?
Yes.
Where did you receive this instruction?
Where?
Where, yes.
In the academy and in on-the-job training.
Well, you were instructed on the importance of writing a true and accurate report, correct?
Correct.
And do you think it's especially important to write a complete and accurate report when the accused man could face years in prison?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware that the